Navy, Motor Tanker Sanmar Herald, Sepa Navy, you gave me clearance to go. Sepa Navy, this is Motor Tanker Sanmar Herald, you gave me clearance to go. My name second on your list. You gave me clearance to go. You are firing now. Let me turn back.
The audio is from a terrified captain of an Indian flagged crude carrier which was loaded with 2 million barrels of Iraqi crude oil. If it had been hit, it would have gone up in a huge ball of flame. The terror in his voice is understandable. He mentions that he had prior permission from the ARGC Navy for transit, and yet he was fired upon. Since the war began and Iran blocked the Strait of Hormuz, Indian ships, along with ships from what Iran termed friendly countries, were allowed in a limited manner to exit the strait. On its part, India supplied urgently needed humanitarian medical aid to Iran, sheltered an Iranian Navy ship, and purchased Iranian oil and gas shipments after many years. The public statements and postures by both sides seemed cordial, with the Iranian embassy and the ambassador thanking the people of India and the government for the emergency help in their hour of need. So why is it that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, did Iran suddenly decide to fire on Indian flagged vessels? Was it just due to confusion on a day of fast moving events when the strait was first declared open by Iran for all commercial vessels, and then when Trump replied that the US will maintain its own blockade of Iranian ports, the decision was quickly reversed by Iran and the ships already in the queue for transit were forced back? Or was it intentional? Did Iran have a reason to do what it did? What could be Iran's grievances against India, and what are Iran's broader goals and ambitions which could make it cross paths against India? The most immediate grievance of Iran with India is its non-intervention to stop the war. As a major regional power with warm, friendly relations with all parties in the conflict, including Iran, the Gulf countries, Israel and the US, and also being the BRICS chairman for this year, Iran expected India to play an active role in stopping the war by engaging all sides. The Iranian side even openly sought the same, and in private conversations probably urged the Indian side even more to get more actively involved. But then India didn't. It probably assessed that it didn't have the leverage needed to bring all the sides to the negotiating table, or that the belligerents were in no mood to compromise. It's understandable that the Iranians would not be very happy with this. The next is the broader goals and ambitions of the revolutionary state called the Islamic Republic of Iran. Its main ambition since the Iranian Revolution in 1979 is to be the leader of the Islamic world. And this ambition compels it to take up wedge issues that have an emotional appeal among the masses all across the Islamic world, regardless of nation, ethnicity, sect, or tribal affiliations. And the biggest such issue is, of course, the Israel-Palestine issue, which Iran has taken up in spite of being very far away and not directly impacted. Keeping that in the back of the mind, the timing of the attack on Indian ships coming just one day after the visit of Pakistan's ruler Asim Munir is a reminder of the other wedge issue that has emotional resonance across the Islamic world, though not as much as the Israel-Palestinian issue, that is, the Kashmir issue. Was Iran nudged by the Pakistani leader to target Indian ships? The timing is too coincidental not to wonder about that. Pakistan, after all, is doing something to pull Iran's chestnuts out of the raging epic fury of US Israel military action, which India, as we noted earlier, did not step forward to do. So, this perhaps was a show of gratitude to Asim Munir by targeting his enemy, who mauled him very badly during last year's military operation Sindoor, and also gained brown points among Pakistani masses who are also quite supportive of Iran. But the most important goal of Iran in all this is to be seen as the neighborhood biggie. Iran genuinely believes it stood its ground against the world's superpower and made it eat humble pie. It now wants to be taken seriously, so it feels the need to make a point. Therefore, they needed a target symbolically big enough to make a noise. China and Russia are too big and Iran depends on them, so they are out. Pakistan is unpredictable and can create real problems. That leaves India, the neighborhood softy who makes grand statements and lofty announcements of peace and civilizational ties and is unlikely to fire back in anger as a safer bet. A simple warning shot across the bow, no actual damage, but message sent to the world, especially the Islamic world, that Iran is now the big boy.